Hi everyone, welcome to another Baxter Travel Webcast. It's Tuesday, November 22nd, and today's webinar will be presented by Deborah Millington, Business Development Officer for Barbados Tourism Marketing Incorporated. Hi Deborah, are you still on the line?
Yes, sir. Thank you, Dan. Thank you.
Nice. Yeah, you're welcome. So we can hear you loud and clear. Now, before we get started, I'd just like to let all the viewers know that if you guys have any questions during the presentation, just type them into the Q&A box, which is really close to the polls and the annotation button on your screen, and it should be in on the upper left of your screen, I believe. But anyways, those questions will be answered during the Q&A session at the end of the presentation. All right, Deborah, if you'd like to go ahead and share your screen, you can start whenever you're ready.
Thank you very much. Here we go. Is everybody seeing the screen?
Yeah, we can see it. It looks good.
Thank you very much. I want to welcome all of you out there, travel agents in beautiful Canada. Actually, maybe cold Canada. But I am very glad that you're here with us. And don't forget, I have a beautiful prize waiting for one of you at the end of our session. Right, Dan?
That's right.
So let's go on and get straight into our presentation. And don't forget, any questions you have, you can ask, type them in, and we'll be sure to answer them at the end of my presentation. So I'll be quick and get as much information into you as possible. So here we go. We're leaving Toronto actually on this day, and you're passing the archipelago of all the Caribbean islands. You leave Toronto or Montreal, wherever you are, and you're heading right down to Barbados, the most easterly of the islands in the Caribbean. And here we have a map of the island, map of Barbados, and the top of the island you see St. Lucie, and the bottom is Christchurch. We're divided into 12 parishes. On the west side, which you'll see Spikestown, Holetown, Bridgetown, which is our capital. These are the three towns, and Oistins, right in the very south of the island in the yellow section of that map. We're the most easterly island in the Caribbean, as I said before, with a population of 270,000, and a very small island with 166 square miles or 430 kilometers, which is 21 miles from St. Lucie to Christchurch, or 14 miles from St. Michael to St. Philip wide. Our climate, of course, is 23 to 30 degrees Celsius year-round, always tropical. We have eternal summers in Barbados. And let's go on quickly, talking about our landscape. Barbados is coral-based, flat terrain, non-volcanic island, of course, contrasting coastlines. And I'll show you these contrasting coastlines later on. We speak English with some dialect spoken by most of us, and you give us some rum, and right now you give me some rum and you'll hear my dialect, of course. The time difference right now will be 1 hour ahead, or we are behind. They are ahead by 1 hour, and we drive on the left-hand side of the road, and that smiley is from my boss. You know, it's on the left side. We drive on the left side. You drive on the right, we drive on the left. And some people say that's the right way to drive, all right? So let's talk about getting to Barbados. How do we get there? Of course, Air Canada flies daily nonstop flights from Toronto starting December 19th. We will have daily flights on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays, with 4 flights per week from Montreal in the winter starting December 22nd. Let me say that again. Starting December 19th first, double daily flights from Toronto on Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays, with 4 flights per week from Montreal in the winter starting December 22nd on Mondays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. And that they'll be using the mainline equipment, of course. On the WestJet, of course, 4 times per week from Toronto on Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays. We have extra flights coming out of going to the USA, American Airlines daily from Miami, Delta Airlines flights from Atlanta, New York, Thursdays and Saturdays, and of course JetBlue flights from New York, Boston, and Fort Lauderdale. In case you have clients from Canada going to Barbados via the USA, those flights are available to you. And of course, we work with the tour operators, Air Canada Vacations, the main tour operators in Canada, WestJet Vacations, travel brands, which include Alio, Flextros, FunSun, Holiday House, Interior, Red Tide, Sunquest, and Total Vacations. We also work with Romantic Planet Vacations and Merit Golf. So let's talk about why we choose Barbados. Why would you want to choose Barbados? I know many of you listening to me have already gone to Barbados, and if you haven't, you are most welcome to go anytime. And please send me an email when you're ready to go, because we work closely with travel agents and we will make it very, very real and special for you. So it's our friendly and welcoming people. That's our number one asset. And you know, tourism is our number one industry. It's safety and security measures, tropical climate, of course, romantic. Barbados has accommodation for all, starting from perhaps $50 per day to about $5,000 per day. Yes, and I know you have clients that would pay that, can afford it. Cuisine, Barbados is considered the number one culinary capital in the world, or actually in the Caribbean. We have excellent beaches, and all our beaches are public. I will highlight some activities and attractions, both on land and by sea, for you. And our festivals and event calendar, sports calendar, I will share with you as well. And of course, I can't forget the birthplace of the finest rum is Barbados. Let's go into some accommodation for you. And as it states, we have ultra luxury villas, moderate, all-inclusive option, and special value. Barbados's hotels are located mostly on the southern and western coast of the island, with stunning views of the Caribbean Sea. Many of them are family-owned and where you will be guaranteed personalized service. Additionally, your clients will have access to several familiar brand names, including Hilton, Sandals, Marriott, and Radisson. And there are more to come. Stay with me and I'll tell you more later. What you're seeing on the screen right now is the ultra luxury, the Sandy Lane Hotel, which is our number one hotel in Barbados for years. And I know some of you have booked this for your clients and they have had raving reviews for you. Sandy Lane is EP, it's located on the West Coast, and we call the West Coast the Platinum Coast for that very reason. That's where the rich and famous in Barbados live and hang out. All right, then we have luxury, which would include Hilton, and these are not all of them. These are just examples of hotels that I'm listing for you under each category. We have the Ocean 2. The Hilton straddles the tip of the west and the south coast, so it has commanding views of both the Caribbean, the West Coast, and the South Coast, which is the Caribbean Sea. Ocean 2 is also on the South Coast, and it is in the St. Lawrence Gap, next to Sandals and perhaps some of the other hotels that you know, Turtle Beach and so on. The Crane Beach is on the south. Actually, this one sits right between the South Coast and the East Coast, and it sits on one of the most beautiful beaches in the world. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, you heard me correctly. One of the most beautiful beaches in the world. And Colony Club, it's on the West Coast also. It's one of the hotels by Elegant Hotels of Barbados. Here you have Sandals. These are the all-inclusive, some of the all-inclusive. Believe you me, Barbados has about 15 all-inclusive. There was a time when we only had one or maybe none at all, but now we boast. Because we know that North Americans prefer all-inclusive, Barbados has a whole heap of them, and we love them, especially the advent of Sandals Barbados, which is about almost 2 years now in Barbados with 11 restaurants. We're very proud to have them and work very closely with them. We have Mango Bay, and we still have the Almond Beach Resort, where beaches will be in a couple of years, and that's on the north of the island, on the next into Spikestown, the town in the north. And we also have the very new Waves Hotel and Spa, recently bought by Elegant Hotels. They have done a fantastic job at this at the Waves Hotel and Spa, which is now available for you to see and to send your clients. We also have in the all-inclusive section, the Club Resort and Spa, that is also on the West Coast, Turtle Beach, next to Sandals, as I said, right in the heart of the St. Lawrence Gap. Seabreeze Beach Hotel is in Maxwell Coast Road. These are all hotels located right on the beach. And then we have also Barbados Beach Club. The accommodation, that's all-inclusive options. That means that they have all-inclusive options during the winter, and they're with, in the summer with Air Canada Vacations. That's Bougainvillea Beach Resort, Accra Beach Resort and Spa. They are with Air Canada Vacations during the summer only. The Hilton is have all-inclusive packages, meal packages, especially for your groups. They do excellent group incentives, group incentives, and the Crane as well. The Crane has all-inclusive package throughout the year. So does the Hilton. The Crane, as I said before, sits on that beautiful beach in the southeast of the island. You can go on their website, visit our website, our brand new website actually, www.visitbarbados.org, and you see these hotels in their glory. Let's talk about some moderate hotels. We have the Rostrevor Beach, Dover Beach, Southern Palms, and Southern Palms. That is the beautiful hotel we're going to talk about a little bit more in detail. Southern Palms sits on the beautiful south coast near actually in the St. Lawrence Gap. So whoever wins that will be right in the heart of some exciting activity by night and during the day, shopping to do, restaurants, nightlife, nightclubs, and so on and so forth. And it's an EP hotel, and someone will go away today with that prize of having 5 nights at the Southern Palms. So the other hotels, Rostrevor, Dover Beach, and Infinity are excellent for your groups, excellent for families, and those who are looking for long stay as well, and EP accommodation. We also have Coconut Court Beach Hotel, just 5 minutes away from Bridgetown. Excellent. They've been doing some renovations for the past year. Blue Horizon, that's across the street from Accra Beach Hotel. Very beautiful, small accommodation for small families and so on. The Butterfly Beach Hotel, yes, that's opposite Golden Sands. On the beach itself, DV South Winds, beautiful property, part of the DV heritage and so on. That hotel has lots of activity happening, and if you love activity, and it's also in the St. Lawrence Gap area as well, and you have a beautiful choice of the DV South Winds for your family, your individuals, groups, whatever, weddings, etc., etc. Then we have the special value for those who are looking for budget accommodation for their groups, for their families, etc., etc. All seasons, the best villas, Travelers Palm, Golden Sands, and most of them are family run. These are the family run hotels, villas, apartments, guest houses, etc. And then we come into the villas and more. Barbados villas are the most well-kept secret in Barbados right now. And I don't know if you are aware, but the villa accommodation has been the fastest growing accommodation sector out of Canada for Barbados. And we thank you very much for that, for promoting villas in Barbados. It's a beautiful way to experience Barbados. For your wedding groups, small wedding groups, those are honeymooning, those who love to live in lots of luxury, right on the beach, and Port Ferdinand, they all have restaurants. They, you know, if you have clients who want to rent a yacht or so on and have it docked right in front of their door, that is where you can enjoy and get some beautiful results from your clients, who will be your clients forever. They keep coming back to you all the time. So you have St. Peter's Bay and Port Ferdinand as two of our main villa sections in Barbados. And these are some other villas located in the, probably some of them are in the Sandy Lane area, Sandy Lane Estates, Cooner Bay Garden at Moon Reach. Then you have the Caliacqua by night, etc., etc. So let's see what's coming soon for Barbados in the brand section. You have Wyndham Hotel. Do any of you remember Sam Lord's Castle? This is going to be a Wyndham Hotel group. It's going to be rebuilt from scratch, and it will be there for your clients again. Those who loved Sam Lord's Castle before will want to come back. We'll have Hyatt in Bridgetown in a couple of years as well, and beaches, as I mentioned before, in the north of the island. And the sands, that will be on the Rockley area, in the Worthing area of Barbados on the south coast. All right, and let's talk romance destination weddings for your groups. I know many of you specialize in weddings and honeymoons, but it's interesting to note for Barbados, there's no waiting period to getting married in Barbados. We have excellent professional wedding planners. You work with any hotels in Barbados and they will assist you. The wedding coordinators are always on property to assist. Barbados is tailor-made for weddings, and we have a dedicated website, which is www.idobarbados.com. I have a sheet of flyer, whatever you prefer, of information on getting married in Barbados, and it'll give you all the information you need of the payment and so on and so forth. I will cascade to you at the end of this presentation. But sure, you can reach out to me if you have any weddings and to be planned for your clients in Barbados anytime soon, and we will see how much we can help you and assist you with your planning your weddings. So here you are. I'm going to contrast. Look at the contrasting beaches we have in Barbados. Excellent. And I know Barbados is not only sun and sea and beach, but I can tell you, we have the both in the beach. We have it. There is what you want to get, is what your clients want. Here's the south coast. You see some waves, little waves. On the west coast, there's hardly a ripple. Such calm, serene, peaceful atmosphere to be. The famous Crane Beach, awesome, awesome, awesome. My boss usually says it's the sexiest beach in the world. Maybe he's right. Who knows? And then there's the Atlantic coast, east coast, rough and rugged, but it's beautiful and unspoiled. That's Barbados for you. Let's talk about the culinary haven of Barbados. You have two examples of restaurants in Barbados. And here is the Cliff. It's home, once voted one of the top 50 restaurants in the world by Restaurant Magazine. And the delicacies that come out of the kitchens and, when the chefs, sometimes you think they're scientists making up something, but it's excellent food. I don't mean to make you hungry. I hope you have had your lunch already, like me. These things make you hungry. But Barbados has tons of restaurants. There are restaurants all over, fine dining restaurants, all the different Chinese, Japanese, Zen, Portuguese, etc., etc. And top it all off, the birthplace of rum. I am sure. Actually, I plan to give away a bottle of rum this evening to somebody who answers me another question. I will send it to you. I'll email you all when I get your email addresses. And the person who answers me another question, I love to give away rum because I know Canadians appreciate our rum and it's beautiful. You see the rum shops? They're all over Barbados. And most of you who have done presentations with me before will have heard me say that next to every rum shop in Barbados, you can most unmistakably find a church. Yes, I said it. There's a church next to every rum shop. And that's the culture of Barbados. And it's the food and it's the spirit mixing with spirits, I think. Let's continue. It's the rum that's getting to me. Let's talk about activities and attractions. First, our number one attraction in Barbados, Oyston's Fish Fry. It's a true island original, a fishing village by day and transformed by night into a thriving, exciting place to meet, to go and have, the camaraderie is awesome. Meeting friends, and it's where Barbadians and visitors alike descend en masse, especially on Friday night, for music, for dancing, for the aroma of fish and sumptuous fish dishes and Bajan dishes, all types, not only fish, but you can get your steak if you like, and chicken and so on and so forth. So as I read this, an evening for the whole family to cut loose, meet some locals and really immerse themselves in the Barbadian culture. And as we would say, to lime. And you know what to lime means? And I know some of you know. You would say to hang out, Barbadians say to lime. So you must recommend, as long as your clients are in Barbados on a Friday night, you must recommend that they go and see what it's all about. That's also the attractions and activities by land and sea. First, you have you can be right on a catamaran. This one is the jamming, and people say this is most exciting. This is the exciting one where you can have some activity on the water, including swimming with turtles, get a delicious lunch, music, and you have a wonderful time forgetting the whole world. You're sailing on the west coast of the island, and you see the panorama of the landscape of the island from the west coast, and you have a wonderful time. Tanning, coming back and making everybody jealous of your tan. Yes. And in the very far right corner is the Concord. You remember when Barbados was the only island in the Caribbean where the Concord could fly, well, where the winds were perfect for the landing and taking off of the Concord. We have one sitting at our terminal right now in a museum, which is used not only as a museum for the Concord, but also for meeting places, transformed into weddings and different events and so on. You as travel agents, you're invited to tour it free of charge, of course. Let me know and you will be there. Then we have the Atlantis Submarine. It goes about 150 feet below sea level and carries at least 48 persons at once. It's beautiful underwater arena that you love. Take pictures and, spend a memorial time with your loved ones, your family and friends. Then there's the Jolly Roger. Who hasn't done a booze cruise trip yet? If you want to really experience booze, this is what you get. The pirate ship, and it's now called the Pearl, the Black Pearl, and it sails every twice a week, I think, in Barbados. And next to that is the Island Safari. That's one of my favorites. The jeeps they pick you up from your hotel room, from your hotel, early in the morning, and takes you out through the outback of Barbados on the unbeaten, paths through cane fields, all over, and drive on the landscape of the island, mainly on the east side and the west coast of Barbados. They ply you with drinks, whether it's alcoholic or not, juices for me, of course, yes, and a delectable meal at the end of the day. But during that trip, they will keep you laughing, holding your sides for laughter, and they're excellent guides, and they give you a good spiel on Barbados, and by the end of the day, you will have known so much about the history of Barbados. And here are some other activities you can get yourself involved in, as well as your clients. Here, paddle boarding, swimming with turtles, etc., etc. Now, let's go into the festivals and events. Throughout the year, if you want this flyer, you can also get it. It will give you all the information of the cultural, sporting activities and heritage sport. Say, for instance, Gospel Fest happens every May. We have the Celtic Festival in Barbados in May as well. Oyston's Fish Festival during the weekend of Easter. And of course, the Crop Over Festival, the biggest of them all, Always culminates the first Monday in August, and you'll be sure to dance with Rihanna if you're going to be jumping in the carnival at the end of the festival. We have the Open Water Festival that just finished, and that's ongoing right now, or just finished, of course, just concluded as well, our Food and Rum Festival. Every year, this is our 6th year, and we're looking forward to bigger and brighter. For all you foodies and all your foodie clients, you must recommend the Barbados Food and Rum Festival. Coming up, also, we have our anniversary of independence. You know Barbados is celebrating its 50th anniversary of independence with lots and lots of activity that you can participate in, and it is for all. We have lots of people. I think our flights are fully loaded going into Barbados from all over the world to participate in our 50th anniversary of independence, such patriotic activities and so on. Then we also have Run Barbados series. You have groups that are running. You run, just for fun. Go into Barbados. The slogan is "Come for the rum, stay for the fun," and you will have good results from your clients. Get a group together. Call me and I'll help you put them together. We also have classical pots. I remember the first year we had the orchestra from Philadelphia, New York, and Boston in Barbados. This year it's going to be just terrific. And also our sporting activity with rugby. And of course, remember I said at the beginning, our people are our #1 asset. So there we have Rihanna, the bold and the beautiful Rihanna. And I want to invite all of you to become Barbados Elite Club members if you haven't already. Visit our website at www.barbadoseliteclub.com. There are lots of benefits, including on-island VIP service for yourself as well as for your clients. Remember that. We will work closely with you. If you have any groups you want us to help you with, fam trips, you are the first that we choose to go on FAMs. All right, so thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I know you have lots of questions there for me, and there's lots to do. Thank you, Dan.
Thank you very much, Deborah. That was great.
Thank you.
So yeah, we'll allow a few minutes now for people to have any questions, to type any questions that they may have into either the chat box or the Q&A box. And I see that there are a few in here already.
Yes, sir.
One is Luke asks, what is the nightlife like? And I know you did mention nightclubs briefly at one point.
Yes, especially I did mention St. Lawrence Gap. St. Lawrence Gap has quite a few bars, restaurants, and nightclubs where you go and dance, have dancing and go and meet Barbadians as well. Say, for instance, also on the south coast, go into Bridgetown, you have Harbor Lights. There is the boat yard. Harbor Lights, I know for sure, have events on, I think it's Wednesdays and Fridays. You can go and be part of it, do some conga lining, do some activity that you would want to sing along. There's song singing and so on. The only thing you might not see Rihanna here performing, but that will be like a once in a lifetime thing. I know for sure she's performing in Barbados right now during our independence. She will be there. But nightlife in Barbados is very healthy, very, very active and excited. Harbor Lights, I would recommend Harbor Lights. And the St. Lawrence Gap, very safe atmosphere for you to go and enjoy some time with your significant other or your friends and your family.
Very nice. And Kim asks, is it family friendly? But I'm not sure if she was referring to a specific location or Barbados in general.
Barbados is a very safe destination. Yes, you can go anywhere, explore, rent a car, which you can find anywhere on the island. Actually, you can pick up your rental car right at the airport. You have quite a few of them, like Stouts car rentals, courtesy car rentals, coconut rentals, etc., etc. And you can drive. Yes, I did mention you drive on the left-hand side. It's a little, difficult at the beginning, but once you get into it, like me, When I leave Barbados and I come back to Canada, it's easy. Just switch back, follow everybody, and drive on the left-hand side of the road in Barbados, and it's quite easy. And it's quite safe. The thing is, if you think you are lost, just talk to any Barbadian. He might tell you swing so or swing so, and pointing to the left and the right with his hands. And he means turn right or turn left, but they're very friendly and they will just want to put you right back and tell you, enjoy your stay, have a wonderful time, welcome to Barbados, and so on and so forth.
Oh, wonderful.
So, very safe. And of course, may I mention also, what is also safe is drinking our water. Our Harrison's Caves, which is our #1 attraction actually, is an excellent example of our pure drinking water. Barbados is made up of coral and limestone, as I mentioned earlier. The limestone actually filters and purifies the water and makes it pure to drink from the reservoirs, pumped right into your homes, restaurants, the hotels, etc. Turn the tap on, drink pure drinking glass of water. No pure needed, no Brita needed. Just drink it up.
That's really good to know, for sure.
Thank you.
Jerry asks, are there any resorts that offer stay and play golf packages?
Yes. You know what? There are most of the hotels do not have golf courses attached to them. Those on the South Coast have partnerships with the Barbados Golf Course. The Barbados Golf Course is on the South Coast, as I said, and it's about just 10 minutes away from the airport. You have hotels along the South Coast, like Accra Beach Hotel. You have Infinity. You have Southern Palms, as I was mentioning before. All of these hotels, DB South Winds, all of them, you name them, Hilton, from the Hilton right up to the Crane Beach, they all have working partnerships with the Barbados Golf Course, and you can check into those hotels and they will arrange golfing tees for you. Also, the hotels or the accommodations that have the golf courses, such as Sandy Lane. Sandy Lane has 3 golf courses. You can stay at the hotel and play at 3 or all 3 of them, of course, with a cost. Then there's Royal Westmoreland. As long as you are you're staying there, you can play. Yes, and then there's the 8th Hill. You can stay at the 8th Hill as well and play at 8th Hill. Or you don't have to, you just send them an email and reserve a golfing tee. Golfing in Barbados, you remember Tiger Woods got married in Barbados, so we have hosted in 2007 the World Championships of Golfing. So we have championship golf courses built by Tom Fazio and Robert Trent Jones. You know, we've got some of the best in the world.
Very nice, very nice.
Thank you.
This question I think you answered already. What about car rental?
Oh yes, car rentals are always available. You go on our website, www.visitbarbados.org. That's www.visitbarbados.org, and search for car rentals. You find quite a few. As I said, Stouts car rentals, Courtesy car rentals, there's Coconut car rentals, there's also Drive-O-Matic, and quite a few of them with competitive prices that you can drive, rent a car. And you need a permit, just 10 Barbados dollars, which is about 5 US or 7 Canadian, to get a permit to drive up to, I think, 2 months. And after that, you pay 100 Barbados dollars to, you know, to over that period for a year or so. But driving in Barbados is easy. You can pick up a car. Also, if you all prefer, just experience driving, riding in the buses, just 2 Barbados dollars, and you can go from point A to point B, which is, it might be from the north of the island to the south of the island, just $2. And talk with the locals, you know, they're very friendly. Pick up a bus outside of your hotel. 3 types of buses we have in Barbados. If you're the one for excitement, you can drive the white ones. The big yellow buses are the public buses, the government buses, and they will take you safely wherever you want to go.
And Thelma asks, are there accommodations for families of 5?
Oh, definitely. any hotel would have accommodation, even if it is not in one room with, or like 3 bedrooms, they will have adjoining rooms. Also, if you prefer villa accommodation, that too can help you. If I start naming hotels, I won't stop. But on also villa accommodation. And if you like, I can send you some villa accommodations for your 5-member family, or, you know, the group that will need accommodation for 5 persons. I can assist you with that. But yes, definitely Barbados would have accommodation for 5 and even 50, 500, how many you want. Yes.
Jane asks, what is the simplest way to describe the difference between a resort and a villa to clients?
For the villa accommodation normally comes with a butler, and they will stock, and it's usually the luxury that the villas may have. Say, for instance, Port Ferdinand. Port Ferdinand is built on a marina. Normally, resorts are not on marinas. You can sail your yacht right into the marina and dock right there. The villa accommodation is more high-end. It's past 5-star. It's when I think of Port Ferdinand, it can accommodate multi-generational families all at once, you know, in 5-bedroom villas and so on and so forth. As I said, the butler can prepare your meals for you, breakfast, lunch, and dinner every day. When you want to go and eat out, they can get you transportation. Well, that you can get at a resort too. But as I said, you have a butler attending you. The resorts, and then again, the resort may differ according to your interpretation of a resort. Say, for instance, Bougainvillea Beach is a resort. There's no butler service there, but it's called a resort. And you can cook in the rooms. You can cook. You don't have to eat. You don't have to cook your own meals in the room, but you can do that at a villa. I hope that makes a better, that explains things for you.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, thank you.
And okay, Dorothy asks, I received Barbados Elite status in 2013. Do you know if this is still valid?
Yes, definitely, it's still valid. Dorothy, you can send me an email and I will get some further information for you and get some more information from you to further encourage you to, as a member, and especially if you haven't gone to Barbados yet, see if we can get you on our next FAM. Thanks, Dorothy, for signing up.
Okay, and Nadia asks, can clients go fishing in BGI and bring the fish with them to their country?
Oh, that's a good one. Yes, you can go fishing in Barbados. Yes, because you can freeze that fish, or if you want to cook it, even better, cook the fish and bring it back with you. Yes, for sure.
This next question, let me see if I'm reading this correctly. When will almond be beaches?
I believe the last report I heard was in 2018. 2018, yes. And that's going to be a beautiful property. The actual Almond Beach Resort, Beaches is going to be, has expanded that surface area, and it's going to be, it will have a water park, and it will be excellent for your families who are looking for an alternative destination for family vacations.
And the next question is, great informative, entertaining webinar. Kudos.
Thank you.
What is the current status of Sam Lord's Castle? Thanks.
Oh, Sam Lord's Castle is currently null and void. So as I said, it will be razed completely to the ground, and we will build a brand new Wyndham Sam Lords. We will keep the Sam Lords name so that those who were fans of Sam Lords Castle who stayed there many years ago will identify with it. And it will still be on that beautiful stretch of beach, not far from the Crane Hotel in the parish of St. Philip, just about 15 minutes away from the airport.
And here's another question from Nadia. Do we need a special license to drive at BGI?
Oh, not a license. You bring your own license and you'll be issued with a permit that will cost you just $10 Barbados.
Oh, that's fantastic. Wow.
Yes, you can get that through the car rental dealer, or if you're getting a car, renting a car on your own, you can go directly to the police station, which is next door to the airport. But most likely, the car rental dealer will issue you with a permit.
Very good to know. And Teresa asks, does Sandy Lane offer golf packages?
Yes, they do. We can send you some information, further information on the golf course, and I know Resort to the Best, who represents Sandy Lane, will be more than willing to send every one of you information on golfing at Sandy Lane and their packages, for sure.
Oh, very good. And here's another question from her. What are 3 courses to choose from at Sandy Lane?
Oh, of course. It's the Old Nine, the Sandy Lane Golf Course, and the Green Monkey. I think I got that right. Somebody's been quizzing me. They're excellent golf courses, yes. Actually, the last 2, the Sandy Lane Golf Course and the Green Monkey, are 18 holes. The Old Nine, as it says, is a 9-hole golf course.
Excellent. And an anonymous viewer asks, just to advise, Merit Golf Vacations sells golf stay and play packages at Royal Westmoreland.
Yes. Yes, they do. Okay. Is that somebody's asking me a question or confirming something? Yes, they do.
Right, yeah, it just looks like kind of confirming that, yeah.
That's right, yes.
And here's another question from Nadia. Are hotels like St. Peter and the Cran, do they have everything one needs, even towels in the bathrooms and beach towels and all that? Yes,
they would. She's talking about the Crane and St. Peter's Bay, which is the villa. Yes, they also do. They do, definitely, most definitely.
Very good. And then she says, thank you.
You're welcome.
And here's another, oh, right. Dorothy would like your email address again, and so that she can jot it down. And
okay. Deborah M at visitbarbados.org. And that's for everybody. DEBORAH, that's like Deborah with an H at the end. DEBORAH, M for Millington, at visitbarbados.org. visitbarbados.org. Thank you.
Very good, very good. And here's another question from Jane. What is the quietest place to stay for people who really want to relax and take a break from the rat race?
Oh my goodness, that's an excellent question. We always recommend the East Coast, the beautiful unspoiled East Coast of Barbados. On the Atlantic side of the island, we have quite a few, just a few hotels over there, just like the Atlantis Hotel. And I always say, you go, stay there, you get away, you're far from the maddening crowd. So you have an excellent choice of the Atlantis. There's Edgewater hotels that you can choose from. Yes, definitely. Far from the maddening crowd. Beautiful, peaceful, relaxing area.
So it looks like that's all of the questions from the Q&A box, and I don't see any others in the chat box.
Thank you.
We can allow another moment, I suppose, just to see if questions occur to people.
Yes, but don't forget, I would love all of you, especially those of you who are not yet Elite Club members, who have not yet visited Barbados, to become Elite Club members, because that's the easiest way to get on a FAM to go to Barbados. Visit www.barbadoseliteclub.com. All right, www.barbadoseliteclub.com. And remember, we have a new website, www.visitbarbados.org. Visitbarbados.org. Just explore it. It's most user-friendly and it's beautiful, very well designed. And it's an excellent tool for Barbados.
And here's one more question that popped up here. This is from Lana. Can you comment on a good choice for an all-inclusive on the best walking beach and with the calmest waters?
My goodness. As I recall, all coasts, both the west and the south coast have all-inclusives. And I could practically name them all for you. There is right now the almond, starting from the top of the island. Well, I say the top, but from the west coast. On the west coast, you start with almonds. Then there's the waves. I hope I don't forget one. These are all inclusive. That's the Waves Hotel and Spa. You have Crystal. There's Mango Bay. You can walk anywhere in Barbados. And remember, all the beaches are public. So you have no fear of encroaching on anybody's sand, as I would say. They're all public. Just coming down, I said the Crystal Cove, and then you have Savannah. There is the Accra. Well, it's all inclusive during the summer. Then you have Sandals, of course. There is Barbados Beach Club. Who have I forgotten? It's so cold. There are quite a few hotels, Sea Breeze, that I know you are familiar with in Canada. There's Turtle Beach. There is Sea Breeze. And there's quite a lot of them. Did I mention Mango Bay? Yes, I have already mentioned that. The Crane Beach is all-inclusive, remember. You can get your all-inclusive package from the Crane, as well as the Hilton. Excellent beaches there for you to walk anytime, day or night.
Well, it sounds and looks amazing.
Thank you.
And Jane and Jaime and Kim all say thank you very much.
You're most welcome, Jaime and Jane and Kim. No, Jaime.
So would you like to move on to the giveaway portion now?
I'm sure, most definitely. Our travel agents are very anxious to hear my question and to answer. All right. My question is, based on the stuff that we talked about today, I would like you to name 3 of the events that we have in Barbados annually. 3 of our major events that we participate in every year in Barbados. Just 3 of them. And you write them and send them to me. Dan will send me the one who has answered the first.
That's right.
Sent me the answer the first.
Yep.
And you will be the winner of that beautiful vacation in Barbados at the Southern Palms Hotel. Oh, I envy you. Lying in the sun of 30 degrees, hot, 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 and listening to the steel pan and the winds blowing trade winds blowing in your face with your significant other. Oh my goodness. You don't tell me shut up. I know, because you're here. But you will have a good time. So congratulations to the winner. Thank you all for joining me on this webinar. And thank you very much, Baxter Travel Media, for hosting it for us. We are eternally grateful. I so much want to give away a bottle of rum as well. So when I get your email addresses, I'll send out a question and that person I will personally deliver or send it to you, depending on where you're located. Okay?
Fantastic, fantastic. And now, would you like me to read out the first one that was submitted right now,
yes,
or do you want me to email to you later?
You can read it out. Let everybody hear.
Okay. So I just want to confirm the time here, make sure this was the first one. Yeah, this is the first one that came in. The Carnival, the Music Festival, and Fish Fry.
The Carnival.
Yeah, and then
read the 3.
Sure. Carnival, Music Festival, and then Fish Fry.
I would like more specific. Can you
okay, no worries.
another one, please?
Yeah, perfectly understandable. The one that was submitted immediately after that was the, I hope I'm pronouncing this right, the Oyston's Fish Fry.
That's right.
Anniversary of Independence. And
Yes.
National School of Cricket.
National what?
National School of Cricket, I think, unless it's a typo.
Oh, no, that might be National School of Cricket.
It's a school, H-O-O-L-D.
National School of Cricket.
International.
International School of Cricket. I don't have that in my.
Oh, and then she clarified. She was like she said international in July. Does that change it?
Okay, say I would give that person that question. Yes, it is the Sir Gary Sobers International School of Cricket. Yes.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Fantastic. Okay. So I guess it's going to that person.
Yes. Thank you.
Let me jot her name down, and I will send her name and email over to you.
Thank you very much, Dan. You're most welcome, and congratulations, all of you. I have another question, so look out for my question, and you will definitely get a bottle of rum.
Nice. Deborah, thanks so much for your presentation.
Barbados, yes, thank you. Wonderful. And we want to see all of you in Barbados, and your clients. We welcome you all. Thank you very much.
Have a fantastic day, Deborah, and thanks to everyone else that attended today.
Thank you. Thanks, Dan.
Yeah, take care. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye-bye.